Welcome back, guys. So if we take a quick look here at our product summary report for both cities, all companies, you'll see that there are plenty of markets that we dominate that have these huge valleys, such as socks, sofas. Now this is actually a consequence of our lack of supply of raw materials. So sofa, in the case of sofa at least, it's cotton, which we are really running out of cotton. And we have, of course, wool, so socks suffers with that. If you take a look at sweaters, same thing, it takes wool. And textiles takes cotton, that's another problem. And if you come all the way down, you'll see, well, here's wool, proving our problem. And cotton, same thing here. Now when we take a look at the factories that take cotton, well, we actually have two farms. This guy here sells to our textile factory. This is the one that sells to our competitors, has a lower quality product. It's only 27 out of 100. And we are eventually going to turn this into another factory. We'll get to that later. But this is our other farm. Well, I mean, the first farm, I forgot to tell about my other client. It's the sofa. So, if that other textile factories are already not producing that much textiles to sell, as you can see right here, it's stacked up with products, really not selling. And it's only selling to Red Petal. You can guess that, yeah, the guy that's taking all this cotton is actually that sofa factory. And the way purchasing is set up here, we have double purchasing leather and one purchasing cotton. So what I'm actually going to do is flip this around so I can get a double input of two different farms dedicated only to this factory, and hopefully we'll manage to get this valley compensated for. So we're going to link, well, actually I'm going to start with a cotton farm. Are we far from our sowing season? We are not at it yet. So I'm actually just going to start the farm here. And once we have cotton up and ready, we'll be able to swap those inputs. Pick up on maximum training and just wait for you to sow. As for our other farm, we're supplying to our two textile factories, the two main guys that are producing textiles for all of our industry. Now this guy here, they both actually just have a single cotton purchasing, and the same thing goes for this guy here. Now what I can do to make the throughput a little bit better is to actually just double up again, have each factory have its own input of cotton. But just like the other case, we're going to have to wait for the sowing season. So I'm just going to set you up as quick as possible. Take me to cotton. Give me triple inventory. Try to make it last as long as possible. Give you some training. And there we go. So that should be helpful. Double up our production in cotton. And we also have the same problem with wool. So we have this guy. It is this guy. You can tell it's having a problem here. You're only selling to this guy, which has a double purchasing dye stuff and a single wool, so we can swap that around and double up our wool supply. Back to the farm, please. Wool, go to supplier. There you go. And our other wool farm is right here. You're selling to this sock factory. And you have this guy selling to our other sweaters. So both sweaters have the capability to double up in wool supply. As for our socks, let me take a look. It only takes wool, so I think that will not be able to be. That won't be fixable. Well, at least not in this format. We could, of course, change this format to have triple manufacturing, but that's going to be hitting production. I'm not sure that's worth it. We're going to lose level 9, so we can actually take you off training. So I'm actually going to leave you the way you are. Socks aren't really a priority for now. And I will begin doubling up with wool. So let's get right to it. Farms, large farm. Give me wool, please. Do you have anything good for wool? Dividing with leather. There we go. Triple wool. I'll use you. Put you up on training. And set up another one for our other factory. Same formation. Wool, 1, 2, 3. Use you, put you up on training. You trickle down just a little bit. There it is. So, we have one farm coming out at 293. One coming out at 299, and the other's at 173. So you, the first guy, well, you're the first guy. You're gonna come in at 294. You are gonna come out at 275. Okay, so back to our sweater factories. You have one here. You're gonna have to swap around, so you're gonna link to your current wool, which is 173. So that's not you, it's you. You're going to link to wool. I'm gonna go for the new 275, and you're gonna go back to dye stuff. There you go. Dye stuff. That should make up for it. They're back to sweaters. Great. And for our other factory, we're gonna have to do the same operations. So you are purchasing currently from the 299. So quickly go to Gilbert, 299 right here. And the new one is the one that still isn't selling yet, 294. And you will be, of course, back to dye stuff. There you go. Let's see how that trickles down. Good. That was smooth. That should improve things. Now, we'll just have to wait for cotton to come through for those other guys, which are over here. These three. So you still haven't been sewing. Okay. And another thing I want to do to kind of look at products that we have for sale. Well, if you take a look at the port. Okay. I think I'm gonna actually dabble into motorcycles. Because motorcycles is pretty fun. It's a new type of product. And if you take a look at what it takes to produce them. Here we are. Takes engine, steel, wheel, and tire. Steel takes itself, of course, we have that. Engine, we do not have that. However, it takes steel. So that's convenient. And wheel and tire takes steel again, but rubber. And rubber we do not have, and that has to be farmed. So we're definitely going to start our brand new automobile industry. We could actually go around for one of these corners. It will require a rubber farm, so let's begin as such. What do you have to produce rubber? What do you suggest? Rubber. Triple inventory, I think that's better. Begin training immediately. And I guess we'll just have to wait for the sowing season. Now, as for the other products, well, I do know our tech is coming along pretty nicely. Go to our tech. Let's see, we have engine, it's at 193, which is great. We have motorcycle, it's at 193 as well. Great. Should reach a big new level pretty soon. Same thing with engines, right? Same thing, yeah. Almost completed a 10-year project. Good. And of course, steel. That's excellent. We're actually applied at 193, but we have no competition. And wheel and tire, same thing, 193. Almost completing that 10-year project. So I'm actually not going to begin my industries yet, but I do have this factory sitting around doing nothing. We're selling textiles to them so that they can compete with this and all these products. That's not fun in my book. So I'll probably convert this guy into a wheel and tire factory. Sounds like a nice plan to me. I don't think we really need that many wheels and tires, do we? Let's see, manufacturer guide. more. Wheel and tire. More. We only need 2. And to produce 1, we take 20 pounds of steel and 20 pounds of rubber. I'm guessing that medium factory will be plentiful. And that's to produce, 1 unit motorcycle, 2 single engine, of course. Now our quality is currently pretty bad, but as you can see, the engine counts for 30%, steel 10, and another 10 here. And if you take into account what steel counts for in wheel and tire, that's 25 plus another 20 for the engine. So it's 20% out of 30, and that was 25 out of 10. So that's 2.5 plus another, 6. So it sums up to quite a reasonable amount, but tech's still 50%. And we'll get there eventually. Later on, we can begin thinking about cars, but for that, it's going to be a little bit more complex. We will have wheel and tire all set up. We will have engines all set up. We can actually make that factory into an engine factory. I think that could be more reasonable. Let's see, it takes 100 pounds of steel. Maybe not, I don't know. And we need carbide. Now carbide is a little more complex. It takes glass, plastic, and steel. Fortunately, we have all 3 that are all available. But that's another step. So just think about the complexity it is to make cars. You need silica to produce glass. Let me get back to you. And then glass to produce car body. You also need plastic, which takes oil. And you need steel, which takes coal and iron. And then that takes steel to produce engine. And then rubber to produce wheel and tire with that steel. And then you get the car. That's a long chain. That's a lot of products. Well, that's why the cars cost in the thousands. Wine is complete. That's interesting. So now I do want to take a look at my wine factory. I believe this is the only one. Take a look at our sales. Okay. We're selling to them, which is pretty annoying. Although if it would just stay set to oh yeah, we have 2 factories, so maybe it's coming from the other factory. You're the 2979 one. Why are your costs 19? Your level is 5. Are you selling enough? Supplier price 29. Are you the same factory? I guess so. 21. You only have 1, so you can tell from here. That's funny, the cost is so different. Guess you're just not moving enough product, huh? Well, what we can do, we know that we're purchasing for 29, right? We're just gonna set this price into a very, very squeezy margin. Well, not that low. We want to have a little bit of profit. 31.74, same thing here. That will leave them very compelled to leave this market eventually. And our wine is doing fine in Dubai. Nice, we can definitely raise this price here. 59 bucks, well, let's go 53. That should do. We have no need to apply our tech. And I'm actually going to terminate you, 1,408. I think we're pretty good here. So I do know that we have some products that we need to upgrade. We are reaching everything we need for motorcycle. Do we have everything we need for car? I remember seeing car body. Technology. R&D only car and car body. Okay, we're doing fine in that regard. So what else can we go for? We're doing cola. Cornflakes. We could do a new product. go for toy car. Because if you take a look at Lightworks, that's giving them some money. Products, toy racing cars, giving them quite a lot of money. And what about Red Pedal? Where are you making money? See, yogurt, golf clubs, fruit snacks. Those are all the products we are already researching. Eggs, it's not researchable. Cakes, yes, cakes. That's something I was really wanting to get into. So where was that R&D center? Right here. We're going to go for, my friends, CAKES. Since we do not believe we'll be beginning so soon, I'm actually going to go for a 5-year product. That'll be enough. Leap ahead, all of them. We have a brand new source of aluminum. Look at that, 89 reserve, 73 quality. That quality is superior, but our reserve is superior. Okay. We'll pick it up when it's necessary. As for now, let's see, how are we doing with the rubber? Nothing yet. Cotton, nothing yet. So we're set up. We've got these things nice and organized. I think it'll be a good time to end this episode and just wait a little bit more until we get our products, our raw materials farmed up and ready to go. So, see you next time, guys. Hopefully on the back of a motorcycle.